What's up, you guys? Alright, today is November 16th? Yeah. Wednesday, November 16th. We are in Tyler, Texas right now. We're on our way to pick up Sanderson Farms load here in town. About 10 miles east of here. What's going on here? Are they putting a new Whataburger in, or are they just hanging a new sign, or what? I don't know. I guess they're putting a Whataburger into that Shell station or something. Oh, let me slide over here. Alright, so you guys might know that my last delivery was, I just finished delivering to the Walmart DC in Temple, Texas, down just on the south end of Waco, or just south of Waco, whatever. That went pretty well. I mentioned in it there was a driver who almost rolled over his truck on US 190 while I was on the way over there. He was also on his way to Walmart in Temple to make his delivery, but I didn't see him over there during that video. Anyway, after I left there, I ended up, I was originally going to take this trailer up to the Fort Worth drop yard and red tag it because I was having difficulty finding a shop that actually had this trailer has a bad airbag, or did have one. And I was having difficulty finding a shop that actually had the right part on hand. Now, you would think that the airbag would be easy to come by, but apparently not. I don't know what it is about this trailer, or maybe even reefer trailers in general, I don't know, where that make them, the part a little bit harder to come by, or if it's just an industry-wide thing with airbags, I don't know. I'm kind of curious about that. If you're a trucker, let me know what your experiences are with that lately. If you've had to get any trailer airbags replaced, particularly, maybe tractor too, but definitely trailer. Why don't you, if you could, share in the comments section what kind of trailers you pull, what kind of experiences you've had with trying to get airbags replaced, or you ever have any difficulty shops not having them in stock? I'm curious to know what your thoughts or your expenses are. Alright, speaking of that though, so I ended up, like I mentioned at the end of that video, I was at a call to TA in Hillsboro, Texas. It's just south of where I-35 splits off into 35E and 35W. Why does this car do this shit? They're driving slower than me now. Anyway, I figured I'd call them up, and right after I got through with that video, and asked them if they had I had the part numbers that were given to me by my parts people. And pretty quickly, he called me back a few minutes later and said, yeah, we got that in stock. I was like, okay, I'm on my way. So I'll be there about an hour and a half-ish, whatever, and then to stop in at Robinson at the pilot for reefer fuel, and then got over there about 4:30-ish, whatever time it was. But they didn't open, their mechanics didn't come in until like 7, or didn't start working trucks until 7 o'clock. I didn't get into the repair bay until more like 7:45, and then the mechanic was having a little bit of difficulty getting the old bag out of there. I guess the post bolts up on the top were kind of fused in or something. He's finally able to get it out of there. He did say he was glad that I came in empty though and not loaded, because he said he would have had an even more difficult time getting that thing out of there had it been loaded. So it sounded like he was having some kind of issue with the jack too. But nonetheless, I was able to get the bag replaced. I was really torn between either taking the trailer back to Fort Worth, and hopefully there'd be another empty I could grab in better shape, or just go ahead and bring the trailer as is to Sanderson Farms and have the next driver deal with it. I prefer not to do that, but push comes to shove, I will do it. Yeah, if I have to, but I definitely tried not to. Did what I could, and thankfully I was able to get that bag replaced. Alright, so speaking of drop yards and empty trailers, there was a discussion that came up not too long ago on our group, our Facebook group, basically about the issue of empty trailers. You know, when you're, let's just say you're not ready for to pick up your load yet. This pertains more particularly to our San Bernardino drop yard in California. You know, there's a bit of a debate on, you know, well, you're not, well, when we're at that yard, we're not supposed to stay hooked up to the trailers. There's actually, normally there's a sign up at the guard check even saying, you know, it's a drop lot only. If you're gonna hang out, you gotta be, you're supposed to disconnect from your trailer, go park across the street at the lot over there. Alright, I probably could have tried to work my way around this auto box guy, but he's gonna end up passing me right back up, I'm sure, and my exit's coming up in 2 miles, so I'm gonna just stay behind this guy. Anyway, yeah, there was a topic, some discussion about putting glad hand locks on, or kingpin locks on, or leaving enforcer locks on, and the whole concern was that somebody had left their enforcer lock on an empty trailer there, and someone had posted in the group that just as a courtesy, hey, this is your trailer and your enforcer lock, I'm going to give you half an hour or whatever amount of time to get over here and get it off here, or we're going to have it cut off, because the driver in question needed an empty to go then in toward their load right away, and I guess it was the only trailer that was available or something, or serviceable. I don't know what the situation was, but it sparked another debate about whether or not that should be happening at all. And another driver talked about putting the glad hand lock on or kingpin lock on, and honestly, I want to keep this in mind. Whose name is on the side of that trailer? Does it say John Christner Trucking, or does it say insert your driver's name here? It says John Christner Trucking on it last time I checked. That means it's the property of John Christner Trucking, or 3 Diamond Leasing. So, if JCT dictates that you're going to give up that trailer, you're going to give up that trailer. And if it costs you $70, $80 to replace your enforcer lock because of it, or whatever amount of money to replace a destroyed kingpin lock or glad hand lock, well, that's on you. And also, you're not supposed to be putting those kind of locks on without permission from dispatch. Now, there are times where, maybe at our Fort Worth yard, well, you might run once in a while run into a trailer, or maybe even in actually more so in Tolleson, Arizona. It's a smaller yard for us, but sometimes there'll be a lock installed on a trailer there, but it turns out it's because it's a local area driver who also got prior permission from the planner to do that. The trailer is still assigned to them. Maybe they're already dispatched onto a load and they're just disconnected from it so they can go do something off-site before coming back, and when it's time to pick up their load, and that is officially their trailer to be responsible for, and you can't take it. But it's another thing though, if you're not dispatched onto a load at all, and you have that kind of stuff going on there, be real careful there, because they could just as well, if it costs money to have someone cut your lock off, then don't be surprised if you get charged. You know, have it come out of your paycheck, whatever the cost was of having that thing happen. Or, you know, if you put one of those other locks on the glad hand or fifth wheel lock on, you know, without their permission, that could even affect your standing with the company, I would think. Now, I'm not going to speak for JCT, but I'm saying it could. Because I would tell you, if it was my company, it would absolutely affect your status. Yeah, I'd be saying, what the hell do you think you're doing? Does this trailer have your name on it or mine? Okay, it's my trailer. It's my call how this trailer is managed. You don't dictate that. And you're not going to put that kind of stuff on there, or I'm going to either charge you for the cost of removing it and for replacing it, or, you know, if it is an enforcer lock, or you can go take a hike. Just my personal thought on that, though. Now, in Sierra England, when I drove for them, we had a lot of problems, especially in the Colton terminal, where drivers would hook up to empties that when they're not even dispatched onto a load yet, or way before they're ready to go pick up a load. And sometimes they would even put you know, Sierra England seals, like the little plastic seals. They would put those on the trailer doors to make it look like it was loaded. Then you go up to the bill box, and there are no bills in the trailer, on the trailer. So I'm gonna raise the question: does the person with this trailer have the bills on hand, or are they just trying to mask the fact that it's an empty trailer? It didn't take much to figure out, because all we had to do was ask dispatch, or hey, is anybody dispatched onto a load with this trailer, or assigned to this trailer, whatever, and you know, they would say it was empty, then we knew. Alright, so here's the Sanderson Farms. I'm going to go get checked in. Make sure you have your vest on when you get here, when you check in. And we'll go get in there and skill in and all that kind of stuff in a little bit here. Alright guys, we're checked in here. Now we're going to go get on the scale. We're doing a weekday protocol since it's Wednesday. Alright, while we're at it, let's look for what JCT trailers we have here. We got 6355 sitting right here. Looks like the reefer unit is off though, so that's probably not, my load is probably not in it. Almost certainly not in it. Wait on him to, alright, yeah, we're good. Okay, there's another JCT over here on the right. The reefer is running 6652. $7,429. Both those two are not running. None over there. Okay, so got only one one over there with the reefer unit running. I see 6604 across from the doors. I can't see from here whether the unit's running though. Lots of Walmart trailers here. Alright, we don't have any chicken trucks coming up behind me, so, or at least not that I can see, so. Alright, so I don't know if my thing is, my CB, my antenna, my microphone's been having issues. Channel 13. Scale, JCT, scale and empty. Yeah, see, I don't know if they picked me up. So when I check in here with the scale master, I'll probably let them know I have a radio and it's on, but okay, right there where that door. All right. Let them know I can hear them, but they won't be able to hear me more than likely. Just like that, I'm in here checking in with the scale master, and a chicken truck shows up. Yeah, she confirmed she could not hear me if I did try to transmit, but yeah, she definitely did not hear me. And I know they have the radio on in there all the time because they regularly deal with the drivers communicating with them on it. Alright, we're going to slide over here to where KLLM is at. We'll try to stay over here on the left side behind KLLM. That way if yard truck or whoever else needs to come through here, there's room for there, hopefully enough. Well, I don't know. Not much room there for them, but alright, so we're going to go right up there by where those two guys with the reflective vests on are talking to each other. Just I think right in that same area where they're at, turn left, and shipping office will be right there. Alright guys, let's go drop this empty now. And our load is ready to go. It is in 6652. That was the one that was over on the other row back there. That I was saying, the one out of the 3 or 4, whatever, that's in this row over here by the building. That had its reefer unit running. So hopefully we can find an let's see, shack driver going to come this way now. Alright. We had to find ourselves an empty spot. It looks like they're pretty full, so we either have to wait. Oh no, there are a couple of opens over there on the right side. I was going to say, in worst case, I can just wait for the shag driver to pull one out of a spot. There's another. Yeah, there's another open over there, 2 spots over from where my loaded is at, but I'll go ahead and do a U-turn setup. Those are easy as hell to do, and there are 2 spots in a row here anyway, so. Now, too many of you guys don't know how to do these. Let's say one spot past my desired spot, just do a U-turn. Face the complete opposite direction. When the front of that Walmart trailer is visible is when I start backing up, and actually I'm not going to swing that wider than I planned on, so I'll just put it into this spot next to the Walmart trailer. Still sometimes hard to believe how fast these Freightliners can turn sometimes. It's one of the cool things about them. Alright, Kingpin is released. I can hear it releasing there. Pull forward, drop airbags, let it down gently. And our loader is right there in front of us. Sounds like it's in stop-start mode, and I know my load assignment said they wanted it in continuous. noise touching it. Sounds like it locked fine, but now, alright, did a tug test, but that's again only to check the trailer brakes, not for checking to make sure it's properly latched. Get your ass underneath it and look to make sure it's latched properly. Alright, I'm gonna do my pre-trip here, and we'll get out of here in a minute here. Alright guys, we're all pre-tripped and tandem slid to where I want them, right at the 40-foot mark. And we're going to scale loaded. Going to need all axle weights here for this. It's actually their policy. If you're going out of state, they want you to scale all all axles, whatever. All axle groups, I mean. Which I'm perfectly fine with. If it's going to need a rework, I want to know ASAP. I'm pretty sure this is not going to need a rework though. Looking at my load gauge here, I'm at about 33,000 or so on the drives. And the last pallet is not right on the right by the door, so there's room to work with there, which suggests to me that it's probably good. Yeah, I'll try this again, but scale JCT. Yeah, scale loaded out of state.
I'll get an active, send your steers up, and watch out.
Okay, we're going to watch for the light to go from red to green here on the side of the building. Alright, it's green now, so now we're going to put our drives on. Try not to be too rough. Alright, it's red now. Shaking a little bit, so I had to wait for it to settle. Alright, now let's gently go forward. 44,000. Yeah, we're fine on the drives. We're going to be fine on the tandems too. I won't be able to see the lights, but I know one right there. All right, now let's go check out with her. Damn! I wanted to ask her how the signal sounded on her end, but a chicken truck just pulled up right now, so I gotta get off the scale ASAP. Well, at least it worked. That's why it's beneficial to have a radio in your truck too.
Just hold on, because I get your zeros. Alright, back out.
Alright, we just pull up behind either one of these guys.
I need to wait. Come on in.
Alright, we're gonna go back over to the shipping office and check out. Sign for our stuff, and then they'll come back over here to. Oops. Yeah. They'll come back over here and seal the trailer up afterward.
Your bills, your gate pass, your envelope. Drive safe.
Well, they don't have a good one.
Thank you.
Alright guys, it's time to get out of here. We're sealed up, got bills in hand and all that. It's 43,000 and change. 43,244 is what it looks like my weight is. So definitely on the heavy side there. I did not even bother to look at what my skilled weights were, but I'm sure it's fine. We're only 73,400 on the gross. That's not too bad. Alright. Yeah, it's on the heavy side, but not that heavy. Let's wait on this bobtail to go by. Yeah, that was probably the fastest I've seen getting out of here with the, with the checkout part of the, after you're still loaded and checking out. Normally that seems to be one of the longest parts of getting this done. By getting them printing up the documents or whatever, or I don't even know. But I gave them the paperwork pretty fast. I signed whatever I needed to do pretty fast. Get back to my truck, and it didn't take long after that. The supervisor was already out here sealing up all three of us at the same time, so nice. Alright, I'm going to hand her the bills here in a second. You're welcome. Thanks. Have a good day.
I thought I had enough time, and then I seen him coming. Oh, fuck! The horn stopped. Woo! Ain't that motherfucker fun?
I'm going to pull forward just enough, really, so I need to send my departure info, but and I want to get my information written down. I also need to put my enforcer lock on. Okay, I'm going to stop at the Love's in Van, Texas, which is 25 miles from here, so I might just go ahead and take care of the enforcer lock and whatever there, but I still got to send a departure. Alright, we are ready to roll. Still need to send my loaded call, but I at least want to just get off their property. I can take care of the loaded call when I get to Van. Just want to be off the property and out of the way. Like I said, I'm going to end up stopping there in Van anyway, so take whatever time I need. Alright, so this load is going to Shafter, California, which is just on the west end of the Bakersfield area. I've been to that DC at least a few times already, even though it's only existed for maybe a couple of years. Alright, so that's where it's going. Route out of here I'll be taking will be I-20 over to the DFW area. It's getting into commute time here, so I'm going to have to figure out what's going to be the path of least resistance. Now, normally with the, with no traffic issues or concerns at all, I would normally want to take US 80 from Terrell over to Mesquite area and get on I-30. Yeah, get on I-30 over there. Take I-30 into the downtown Dallas area. Come up I-35E on the northbound side. Just go right along the west end of downtown Dallas there, and then get on State Route 183 or 114. Tend to do 183. Take that out to the other end, over by DFW, and then eventually end up on 114 and take 114 across through over by the DFW airport area to where it runs into Highway 287 in Rome, Texas. Then get on 287 northbound from there, go up through Wichita Falls and end up in Amarillo. Then I-40 across from there to Barstow, California. Town that I grew up in. And then Highway 58 across from there to Highway 58 across from Barstow to Bakersfield. North on 99, just 7 miles from exit 24 to exit 31. That's 7th Standard Road.
Got 405 loaded on Plant Road.
Alright. Yeah, 7th Standard Road, and then I head west on 7th Standard till you get over to the end of the area where the industrial complex where the receiver is at. So that's the plan. I do expect that I'll be in California early though, so really good chance I'm going to go ahead and take this load home first. Come on. How much do I have to push this throttle down to get it to react? Yeah, as you guys know, I live in Victorville, which is 30 miles south of Barstow, 35, 40-ish, whatever it is, miles south of Boron, where US 395 and Highway 58 meet up. Probably go over there and do a 10-hour break or something before I actually make the delivery on the 6th hour. Don't slow down for me, truck. You're the one with the right of way, I can wait. And I got an acceleration lane here to work with. Alright, I'm going to have to stay in... yeah, he's not able to get over. Alright, now he is. Alright, so... I had to wait for this hay truck. I didn't want to go forcing him into a bad situation when it's my responsibility there, so... Remember that, guys. It's my legal responsibility to merge safely with him. Don't create a dangerous situation for them. Now, he has no obligation to move over or slow down really for me, so yeah, unless he has ample time to do it or make some kind of adjustment. So use the breakdown lane if you have to facilitate that, right? And don't get mad when they don't yield, because they could have someone else on the other side of them that you can't see that is blocking them from moving over. Alright, so courtesy there, professionalism too, alright? It doesn't matter if you're a four-wheeler or a truck. That is legal responsibility of the on-ramp traffic to merge safely with the traffic already on the road. Alright, next thing here. Now, this variant truck, I know he's slower than me, but he's kind of stuck out there in the left lane now. I'm going to go ahead and stay back at 60 and let him go by me. Let him get that lane clear. Let him get by me so the other traffic, the faster traffic back there, this four-wheeler, and I know that faster white Peterbilt there is going to outrun me as well as the guy who's right behind me. So, it's not that big a deal to just let him get over here. I inconvenienced him, so why not just let him back over here as quickly as he can, and then I can worry about trying to pass him after after everybody's around. Alright, don't tell me this. Oh, never mind. This is a Pam driver. Shit. Damn it. Alright, here's another one. I'm also heavy and I got hills here, so... And I gotta figure out what these guys are gonna do on the hills as well, because some of them could outrun me on the downhills, and then if they do that, they'll be in my way on the uphills, but I won't have the power because of the weight of my load to get around them in an expeditious manner. So it's better sometimes to just be patient and wait till there's a better golden opportunity to get around them without blocking traffic needlessly over like 5 seconds or 5 or 10 seconds of time saved. Alright, well that's it. I'm going to go ahead and call this one a day here. Hope you guys got some good lessons out of this, especially if you guys are new to trucking. Speaking of that, also with the on-ramp matters, before I go though, on my way over here, I moved over for someone who got on the freeway. I think I was in Terrell. And that asshole decided to just camp out there right by my trailer, by the back of my trailer, after I had already moved over for them and they were already on the road. I had to I hit my right turn signal, leave it on there, get his attention, get the fuck out of my way. Don't leave me stuck out there in the left lane. Yeah, I didn't even have to move over for him. I could have stayed where I was at. And then boxed him out and forced him onto the shoulder, or made him get behind me. But yeah, as a courtesy, I moved over for him. So if I'm going to do that, I expect the courtesy back. Get your ass away from me. Either back off, let me back over, so I'm not stuck out there blocking the left lane because of your ass, or hurry up and get by me, whichever. But generally, good practice is stay back, let me get back over, and then pass me on the left. That's what I would call the best practice. All right. Now with that said, see, I'm in a crowd here. I'm just going to kick back here. I don't have the power really to do much else, so we'll just stay here. I got 20 miles before I'll be in van. Just, you know, got to be patient, guys. Patience is a virtue in trucking. Alright, otherwise, like I said, I'm going to call this one a day here, right? Yeah, I should have some extra footage here between here and Shafter. I do have a couple of things. One was getting inspected, a level 1 inspection as a bobtail at the Cajon Pass way station. And I also have that incident on US 190 on my way over to Temple to deliver that last load. It's a little bit longer footage because I wanted to include the dialogue that I had with the deputy who showed up to handle that. So it's going to be a closer to 20-minute long video. When you do see that video, you can always just watch the first minute or so, a couple of minutes of that video to see exactly what happened, and then and I kind of explain afterward. I get out of my truck. Then I'll come back to my truck and explain what happened in there if you want to see that part. So when that does eventually make it out of my channel, you have an idea what to expect from it. It's already edited. I just got to put it on the channel. So like I said, I'll probably put it on in between here and Shafter. So all right, you all guys have a wonderful day, and wish me luck getting through the DFW area without too much fuss. Yeah, right. And all right, we'll see you in California. Bye for now.